Come Together wasn't meant for the Beatles. Coming up on Rock Music History Lesson. Come Together was the lead song on the Beatles album Abbey Road. It was written by John Lennon as a political rallying cry for the writer, psychologist, and pro-drugs activist Timothy Leary. Leary was a psychologist who became famous for experimenting with LSD as a way to promote social interaction and raise consciousness. Leary did many experiments on volunteers and himself and felt the drug had many positive qualities if taken correctly. At the time of his early experiments, psychedelic drugs were not illegal in the United States. Leary's experiments were ended when restrictions on the use of the drug began to be enforced. He was arrested over 30 times during the course of a few years. In 1969, Leary decided to run for governor of California and asked John Lennon to write a song for him. Come Together, Join the Party was Leary's campaign slogan, which was a reference to the drug culture he supported and was the original title of the song. When Leary decided against using this song for his political campaign, Lennon added some nonsensical lyrics and brought it to the Abbey Road sessions. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Paul McCartney told Lennon, quote, "Let's slow it down with a swampy bass and drums vibe. I came up with a bass line and it all flowed from there," unquote. In a 1980 interview with Playboy magazine, John Lennon stated, quote, "The thing was created in the studio. It's gobbledygook. Come Together was an expression that Tim Leary had come up with perhaps for the governorship of California against Reagan, and he asked me to write a campaign song. I tried and I tried, but I couldn't come up with one. But I came up with this, Come Together, which would have been no good to him. You couldn't have a campaign song like that, right?" Unquote. Lennon sent Leary a demo tape of song ideas. However, Leary's campaign ended when he was imprisoned for cannabis possession, allowing Lennon to record the song with the Beatles. Lennon borrowed the line, "Here Comes Old Flat Top," and the guitar riff from Chuck Berry's "You Can't Catch Me." He was sued, but not by Berry. He was sued by Morris Levy, who owned the song, along with thousands of other early rock songs. Morris Levy was the head of the record company Roulette. Roulette was financed as a front for a prominent crime family in New York. If you want to know more about Morris Levy, read Tommy James' autobiography, Me, the Mob, and the Music. It's an interesting read. In retaliation, John Lennon filed a countersuit against Morris Levy after Levy unauthorizedly released and marketed a version of Lennon's rock and roll oldies album titled Roots without his permission. Levy defended himself by claiming Lennon had verbally promised to promote the album on television. Lennon was upset because the tapes Levy used were unfinished and the quality was horrible. John Lennon triumphed in his lawsuit against Morris Levy, who had bootlegged a substandard, unauthorized version of Lennon's rock and roll album. The court sided with Lennon, safeguarding his artistic integrity and hard-earned reputation. The recording session for Come Together began on July 21, 1969. 8 takes were recorded in Abbey Road Studio 3. The lyric that's whispered sounds like shoot, but is John Lennon actually saying shoot me? The word me is drowned out by the bass line. Shoot me was and is a common expression when someone disagrees with you on everything. The line Ono's sideboard refers to Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono. The BBC banned Come Together because the lyric line, "Shoot Coca-Cola," was considered advertising. Despite all of the problems and challenges, Come Together was finally released as a single on October 6, 1969, and climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Although there have been several covers done of Come Together, only 2 have charted. Those were by Aerosmith and Ike and Tina Turner. The album Abbey Road ultimately sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Shum, dum, dum, dum. Hey, if you want to hear Come Together by the Beatles, click the link in the description box. Also, ring that bell. We'll notify you when we upload new videos. Check out our website, rockmusichistory.com. Thanks for watching Rock Music History Lesson. I'm K.W. Keene.